Assets versus liabilities. What actually puts money in your pocket? Most people work hard every day. They wake up early, they commute, they sacrifice time with family, they chase promotions, they chase raises, and yet most people still struggle financially, not because they are lazy, not because they are foolish, but because they were never taught one simple truth. There is a difference between assets and liabilities. Today, I want to explain that difference clearly, not with complicated finance language, not with Wall Street terms, just simple truth. By the end of this lesson, you will understand why salary alone cannot make you wealthy, why many people earn more but stay broke, what actually puts money in your pocket, and how ordinary people can slowly build financial freedom. This is not motivation. This is education. Let's begin. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. Let me repeat that. An asset brings money in. A liability takes money out. That's it. Many schools teach accounting definitions. They talk about balance sheets and depreciation. But in real life, for ordinary people, this definition is enough. Assets pay you. Liabilities cost you. Say it again. Assets pay you. Liabilities cost you. Once you truly understand this, everything changes. Most people believe their job is their biggest asset. No. Your job is income, not an asset. If you stop working, the money stops. That is not an asset. It is earned income. Important, yes, but it is not ownership. Many people also believe their house is their biggest asset. Not always. If you live in that house and it costs you mortgage payments, property tax, insurance, maintenance, and utilities, then that house is taking money from your pocket every month. That is a liability, even if it goes up in value, because appreciation does not pay your bills today. Cash flow does. Traditional wisdom teaches us not to confuse value with income. Wealth is built with cash flow, not dreams. Let's go through common things in everyday life. A job brings money only when you work. That is income, not an asset. A car costs fuel, insurance, maintenance, and repairs. That is a liability. A phone comes with monthly bills and upgrade costs. That is a liability. A house you live in requires mortgage payments, taxes, and repairs. That is a liability. Now let's look at assets. A rental property brings rent from tenants. After expenses, money flows to you. That is an asset. A business earns from customers. Profit comes to you. That is an asset. Dividend investments send you payments. That is an asset. Land that produces crops creates income. That is an asset. Royalties from books, music, or licensing generate money. That is an asset. Do you see the pattern? Assets produce income. Liabilities consume income. This is the foundation of financial understanding. Here's a hard truth. Many doctors struggle financially. Many lawyers live paycheck to paycheck. Many athletes go bankrupt. Why? Because they earn a lot, but they buy liabilities, big houses, luxury cars, expensive lifestyles. Income rises, expenses rise. Nothing changes. There is an old saying, the more you earn, the more you spend, unless you have discipline. Wealth is not about how much you make. It is about how much you keep and what you build with it. Modern society trains people to consume. Advertisements tell you that you deserve this car, you deserve this phone, you deserve this lifestyle. Nobody tells you to build assets first. Nobody teaches children ownership. Instead, they teach obedience. Go to school, get a job, buy things, repeat. This system creates workers, not owners. But ownership is where freedom lives. Here is a simple framework you can follow. First, earn income. Second, control expenses. Third, save capital. Fourth, buy assets. Fifth, reinvest the cash flow. Then repeat. Earn, save, buy assets, reinvest. Over and over again. Slow, boring, powerful. This is how farmers built land. This is how merchants built trade. This is how families built generational wealth. Not overnight, over decades. If this is making sense so far, subscribe to this channel. Here, we teach money truth step by step. Let's continue. Most people say they don't earn enough. That is not the real problem. The real problem is that they never start. They wait for perfect conditions, but wealth is built imperfectly. Start small. Even small savings matter. Even small investments matter. Even learning first matters. Traditional wisdom teaches that small seeds grow big trees. Before money assets, there is something even more important: your mind. Financial understanding, discipline, self-control. If you don't control your mind, money will never stay with you. Many people receive large sums of money and lose everything. Why? Because they gained money before wisdom. Always build wisdom first. If you are starting from zero, your first assets may be education, skills, side income, and small investments. Later, it may become business, rental rooms, land, or long-term investments. You don't jump straight to skyscrapers. You start with bricks. Let me say something very important. Wealth is not about net worth written on paper. It is about monthly cash flow. If your assets pay your living expenses, you are free. If your salary pays your living expenses, you are dependent. Freedom comes when assets pay for life. That is the goal. This is not a one-year plan. This is a lifetime discipline. Traditional families think in generations, not weekends. Ask yourself, what am I building that will still exist when I am gone? That is asset thinking. Here are common mistakes people make. They buy liabilities to look rich. They wait too long to start. They chase fast money. They fail to reinvest. They lack patience. Avoid these. Here are simple daily habits that build assets. Track your spending. Save first. Study money regularly. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Reinvest profits. Teach your children. These habits matter more than salary. Nobody is coming to save you. Government will not make you wealthy. Employers will not make you wealthy. Banks will not make you wealthy. You must take responsibility. This is not cruelty. This is reality. Freedom begins with ownership of your choices. When individuals build assets, communities rise, businesses grow, jobs appear, families stabilize, asset builders create nations, consumers drain nations. Choose wisely. Let me leave you with this. You don't need to be rich to start. You need discipline. You need patience. You need understanding. Build assets. Protect your cash flow. Reinvest consistently. Teach your children. This is how ordinary people create freedom, not overnight, over time. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Tell us where you watching from. This is iJunub.